everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with my 5th update for my Project 10 pan, and I just have some makeup products I'm trying to use up by the end of the year. Let's see if I can do it. But anyway, I will just share with you firstly the products that I previously used up, and I'll talk about everything that I am still working on. So previously I used up 3 items. Firstly, I used up from Benefit the Stay Flawless 15-hour primer, a little deluxe size of it. Then from Tarte, I used up the LipSurgence Energy lip gloss. It's like a color changing lip gloss. It has a super long name, but it's just like a color changing lip gloss. So I used up that, and then I also used up from Bobbi Brown the BB cream, and I cut into it, and that is finished. So in the past 3 weeks, I haven't managed to finish up any additional items. I'm super close on some stuff, but no more finished items, so a little sad about that, but I will share the progress on everything that I'm still working on. So I have my Benefit the Professional. I'm about halfway finished with this. I try to use this. It's just so stinking small that I forget about it. But I've been trying to use this one, slowly making progress with it. Such a baby little sample, but still working on that one. And then I have my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. You can see this one is really getting down there. I will reorder this at the Sephora VIP sale that's happening in November. So I'm hoping, like, ultimately with this, or my ideal situation with this one would be like to have it finished off on the day that I receive like my VIP package, and then I can switch it out for the new one, because I'm very, very close, but not quite there yet. There's still a little more product I can get out of it, but you can see that there is not a lot left with this one. Then I have my Josie Maran Argan Infinity Lip and Cheek Creamy Oil and Everlasting Honey. This is something that I thought I'd have finished by now, and I'm super, super close with this one. I use it every day, or pretty much every day. I use it like on my cheeks as like a cream blush. I can also use it on my lips. It's very moisturizing. I really like this a lot, but super close to having it finished off, but not quite yet. And then I have my other Josie Maran product, which is the Coconut Watercolor Cheek Gelee in Poppy Paradise. So you can see the product I have left. I think I've used this maybe once or twice. I've really been focusing on this other one. Once I have this finished off, which is hopefully very, very soon, then I'll start focusing on this one again. You can kind of see what I have left of it. So that's that. And then I have my Urban Decay setting spray, which I've been, because the smaller, I have the full size of it, the 4-ounce size, which I'm down to where it says paraben free at the bottom. So not a lot left, but I do pour it from the larger size into the smaller size, and the smaller size I just refilled it, so it's like all the way full. But I like having this size like for my makeup bag. It's just more convenient to have this as the one I'm using. So this one is 0.5 fluid ounces, and then I'm not sure how much. Maybe I have, I'm not sure how much of product that it would be from here to here. So we'll see how I can get with this one. Ideally, I would love to have it just in this little container, like have everything out of here and to this little one. So we'll see by the next update if I can get there, but making some good progress on this. And I did want to talk about this one briefly. So I was considering for the Sephora VIB sale getting the 2-pack of this. It makes it like really inexpensive per ounce. So if you were to get, they sell this, the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and it's in new packaging now. I'm not really sure if the formula is the same and just different packaging, or if the formula has switched a little bit. I'll have to look into that. But the pricing for it, I think, has stayed the same. So you can get the 1-ounce version, or this is a 4-ounce version. So the 1-ounce version is super expensive if you look at it as price per ounce, per 1 ounce. So the smaller size of it is 1 ounce, and you pay $15, which is really expensive. For the 4-ounce version is $32, so that makes it $8 an ounce. So almost half the price as if you were to buy the 1-ounce version. But around the holiday time, around the Sephora sale, the November sale, they have, like every year, they've been having a double pack of the 4-ounce for $42. So $10 more, you get another bottle of this. So that pricing makes it $5.75 an ounce, which makes it much more comparable to like drugstore pricing. And then if you add on, because they have it during, they have that 2-pack available during the like holiday time, the sale time. If you add on the additional like 20%, I'm VIB, so it would be a 20%. It makes it $4.20 per ounce, so it makes it even more comparable to drugstore. And the drugstore that I'm comparing it to, drugstore item I'm comparing it to, is the L'Oreal setting spray, and that's pretty similar to this, not exactly the same ingredients. L'Oreal does own Urban Decay, so it's sort of like the drugstore version of this. So for the drugstore version, they also have kind of similar packaging. They have a 1-ounce version of the product, which is $7.99 an ounce. Which makes that pricing makes it comparable to the 4-ounce version of this if you were just to buy it like throughout the year, just the one, not the 2-pack, no discount on it from Sephora. So that makes it the same price. And then, so they have 1 ounce at the drugstore for L'Oreal, and they have a 3.4 ounce, which is a little more comparable to this size. They have that for $13.79, which would make it $4.06 an ounce. So if I compare the 2-pack you get during the holidays of the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray, you can get it for $4.20 an ounce. And if you get the 3.4 L'Oreal one, you can get that for $4.06 an ounce. So slightly less expensive at the drugstore if you look at it that way. So that's why I always kind of get the Urban Decay. I would only get it if I can get it, you know, at the holidays with the extra discount, with, you know, the package pricing. So that's what I was thinking of doing. I was going to mention that, like, how to get this stuff for, like, drugstore prices. But I did notice something, and now I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Because I've been using this little bottle, I noticed the expiration date on the little bottle says 24 months. So when I was thinking about what I wanted to buy, I was thinking, I don't know if it's going to be able to focus, but it says 24 months with the little expiration symbol. So I was thinking, you know, 24 months, if I get 2 bottles of this, you know, if I have one, I use 1 per year. I got this one at the last Sephora VIB sale. Like, if I use 1 per year, and, you know, it will last me for 2 years, it's good for 24 months, that seemed perfect. But when I was sitting down to film this video and, you know, like comparing the price per ounce and that whole thing, I noticed on the full-size bottle, it doesn't say 24 months. It actually says 6 months. And I don't know if you can see that either, but it says 6 months on here. And I know that Urban Decay, you know, they have new packaging of this now. They've kind of gone through different iterations of this, but this is like the same era of setting spray. They both have the purple top. They look the same. So I was sort of like, you know, what was going on? Is it actually the deluxe size is a different formula than this? It was a misprint. And, you know, everything looks the same about these. This little one doesn't have, like, ingredients listed or anything. But it does say on this one it's Urban Decay by Skintuitive, which I know they do their setting sprays with Skintuitive. I never really understood. It's like a collaboration, or what is it? I know Skintuitive does setting sprays. So then I always, like, I'm not quite sure about that. But this one doesn't have Skintuitive on it. I don't know if it's, you know, intentional. They don't want to be associated with this little one, or, you know, if they had to pay extra to have the Skintuitive, like, name on it. I don't really know all about that. But I did think that I remembered seeing a video in the summer by Livloveshermakeup that she was mentioning or talking about, like, sample sizes that aren't the same as the setting, or as the full size. And she talked about this one in particular saying that the little sample wasn't the same, that she said it smelled a lot more of alcohol, and she didn't think it worked as well. And I thought that was really interesting. So maybe they are actually not the same product, and whatever ingredients they have for the little deluxe size, maybe they use less expensive ingredients in the deluxe size, and whatever about the full size versus deluxe size can make this one last for 24 months, where this little guy, or the larger one, lasts for 6 months. Yeah, they both say paraben free. I was thinking this one says paraben free, this one says that on the back. So yeah, I'm not really sure, what the difference is between these two, but that makes me kind of question if I really want to get that 2-pack for a product that's really going to last for 6 months. Not that I really follow expiration dates. I don't always like look at them and like fixate on them, and like, I know some people make lists of when they purchase everything and the expiration date. I'm not that strict on it. I kind of go more off of like how I feel. If I feel like something's going bad, then I will toss it, but I'm not like super strict on that. So I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting. I also thought it was interesting to think, you think if you're trying out a sample of something that is a representation of the full size, but clearly, that's not the case. They might be using, make sort of an imitation of the product, something that's sort of representative of it, but not the actual thing, to kind of get you to buy it. But, I mean, especially something like this, it seems like they could just have the product go in the smaller packaging and have the deluxe sample. I mean, something like an eyeshadow sample that are on a card, or some, like, I know, like for eyeshadows or like blushes, I know the Benefit Box Blush in California, that they have a little sample deluxe size that you can buy that is actually different than the full size, like the color's a little different. So sometimes to package something in different packaging, you have to kind of tweak the product. Or like eyeshadows, if it's in a palette versus a single, it could be slightly different formulation to get it into the palette. But it just seemed interesting in this case, because to my mind, you could, it's just a bottle that you're pouring product into. Why couldn't you have the same product? Maybe, the proportion of it, I don't know, if it's harder to get the product into the smaller packaging, so they tweak the product a little bit. Or I had to think it would be like they want to do a less expensive version of this. And, whatever the ingredient is, makes it last for 24 months versus 6 months. I thought that was very interesting. But anyway, yeah, I don't know my point of, if I'm recommending to get this or not. But definitely, if you're interested in this and you think that you would actually use it, I think if you use this on a daily basis, you could go through it in 6 months. So it's definitely interesting that the pricing, sometimes you think, the pricing is so high, but if you're comparing it, price per ounce, you can sometimes get some stuff that's sold at Sephora for pretty much the same price as drugstore, depending what it is, and depending what the, if you get it on a sale, or, even with Sephora, you can have like Ebates. I guess you could get Ebates for Target too, but yeah, anyway, I just wanted to mention that because I thought this is an interesting product. I do like it, but yeah, I'm not sure what is causing the difference in the expiration dates, but I thought I would mention that. Okay, so next product is from NARS. It's the Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This is something else I'm going to repurchase at the Sephora sale. I always repurchase both these NARS products. I don't know, I really like them. So the same thing with this. I hope, I can have this finished off and like the same day that I can get my VIB package. It is really close to being finished off. And currently this is my only eyeshadow primer, so I need to make it last until the VIB sale, but got that one really close to having it finished. Then I have my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Yogurt. So I have my little post-it note. So you can see I make steady progress with this one. I pretty much have the same progress every update. I have been pretty good about using this one all over the eye. I think I've used it most days. I put on my eyeshadow primer, then I put on my cream base, and then I go in with my eyeshadow palette. So this one works pretty well with my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette that I'm trying to pan. So Getting closer with this one, and this one, so right here is where the plastic starts. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really have a ton of it actually left, and there always gets to a point when you can't like sharpen it anymore. I'm not quite there yet, but getting closer with this one. Then I have my liner from Mally, and I've been a lot better about using this one consistently. So you can see my progress, and I have made a lot more progress in the last 3 weeks than I have been making. So super happy with that as well. And I mean, that's easier to see on this one where the plastic is. So it's really teeny tiny. We'll see how much more use I can get out of that. And then finally, I have my Buxom lip gloss. I did just take the stopper out, so you can see I just have that little bit of product at the bottom. It's slightly above the M. I feel like every time I say, like, I've used up a letter worth of products. So definitely I think I can get this finished by the next update. I might have to store it like upside down so the product can like run down to the bottom. Or put it in hot water or something so I can get all the product out of it. But super, super close with this one. So that is my update. I feel like I'm super close on like 4 of the items, you know, the Josie Maran, the NARS products, the concealer and eyeshadow primer, and the lip gloss. We'll have to see. Hopefully by next time I can have some empties. I don't know if these will all be empty, but hopefully I can be really close on these 4 products. Continue to make progress on my little stick products. Keep going with the Urban Decay. We'll see how close I am to just having this little 0.5 ounce left, and I don't just want to continue making progress on my professional. And then Josie Maran, I want to start using this one every day once I have this one finished. But I feel like I'm making some good progress. I know I don't have a ton of stuff finished at this point, but I feel like really soon I will have a lot more stuff finished and be closer to having this project completed. But anyway, that is my update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys soon.